able to find out and make just exactly where we want the bike to flex, and then we engineer that into the chainstay. So these are flexible in one direction, yet very rigid in the other.
Wow. So I know that we can't take everybody in, but once the camera goes off, can we go take a look? It's pretty cool.
Okay, this is maybe the most exciting part of the Cannondale factory. This is our ESOL test lab. We've seen the construction of the bikes. Now it's time to see the destruction of bikes.
Wow, it's pretty broken.
It's pretty broken. This is the world's largest bicycle experimental stress analysis laboratory in the world. Wow. So let's meet the man behind it. This is Bud Kazimore.
Hi, Bud. Hey, nice to meet you. So what's going on here?
What you see here is you see one of our scalpel frames, and we've got this running in bottom bracket fatigue right now. Now normally in this test we would run a rigid shock block, but with the case of the scalpel we have the chainstays that have to flex, so we have to use a real shock to activate them the way they really would.
So in the world of mountain biking, what is this action actually simulating?
Well, what this simulates is all the little bumps and stutters that you see whenever you're going down the trail. Cross-country bike, it's not built for real hardcore type stuff. So this is actually what you would see on a normal cross-country type event.
Right, and how long do you think this will go for?
Well, what we're asking this frame to do is actually 40,000 cycles of this type of testing. And we're pretty far along here, but we still have a ways to go yet.
All right. Well, this is pretty dramatic, but I can only assume that you have some stuff that's even a little crazier.
Oh, sure. We have lots of things here.
Okay.
Hey, Bud, can we break something?
For you, Doug, we can break something.
Come on.
I'll let you guys lead the way on this one.
All right, Bud, so is this the one we get a break?
Yeah, this is the one we're going to break for you, Doug. But before we break it, let me tell you why we're going to break it. Okay. What we have here is we have a frame that's set up for an impact test. It's a simulation of about a 30-mile-an-hour impact into a wall or into a tree. What we do with this information, once we get it, is we will compare this information to what we already know this frame is capable of from when we qualified it in the first place. Okay. And what we'll take that information to, we'll learn who the welder was of this frame, compare how he did during his initial qualification to how this frame does too. That way we know how it does, not only when the welders are taking a test and they know it, but also whenever they're not. And that tells us what's going out the door, and that's very important to us.
Sure, no, absolutely. And, you know, it's